So I got these. These are napkins, 2 different kinds. And of course you just take them apart and cut it out. And I'm going to put it on some wood, just some scrap wood that I have in the wood shop. And then I just put this polyacrylic on there and it sticks on there. Kind of like Mod Podge, if you've ever done that, it's the same. But I'm just going to make a few of those really small little decorations that people can put, you know, in their office or something you can just sit around in the house. I've brought my boards now that they're dry, and I'm going to cut them down into individual ones. I've got them all cut down. I want it to stay rustic looking, but I'm going to kind of sand down the edges just a little bit. And I'll probably take them back to the studio and do, I don't know, some stain or something just to make them look. Some of them turned out pretty dark, and some of them are pretty light. So I'm going to use my new sander. I need to get a piece of the lightest sandpaper that I have. I don't want to take off too much. Here they are. Here's my stack. Turned out pretty good. I've got this really fine sandpaper. I thought I might try to go over the top of it a little bit just to make it a little more rustic. I don't want to take off too much. That really ages it more. I think for some of them, I'm just going to leave them like this. Have them setting up that you can just set around somewhere. Put something, some kind of ribbon or something on the top. Stain the edges. And just have them something that you can just set somewhere. And then some of them, I think a few of them, I'm going to frame in. And maybe put like a hanger or something on the back that you could hang it up because it's a little thin. I decided to go ahead and put a base on these that are gonna just be freestanding. It didn't really take any, you know, longer or whatever, but just a little piece on the bottom so that when you set them up, they'll just stand on their own really easily. And now I can take them over to the studio and just, you know, paint them or stain them. Or got something new for the homestead, and since I still can't like pick anything up or whatever, I'm gonna try to move them. UPS delivered them, but they put them way out by the gate, so I gotta go see if I can at least move them. It's super windy again today. There they are, out by the gate. Some things you do on the homestead, you just have always done them that way because that's just how it is. And then you have like an epiphany. We use a lot of gas and a lot of diesel. The tractor is diesel. I was looking online for actually something that would automatically pump the gas out of the 5-gallon gas cans And then I came across these tanks. You can see it's like portable, so it has wheels on it. You can move it around, but I think they're 30 gallons. And it has a nozzle. So I got one for gasoline and one for diesel. They weren't really that much, but that way we can keep these full. My husband can keep them full, and I don't have to haul those gas cans around. It's just too much. So once I get them unboxed, and we'll probably have to make like a little shed or something for them. I don't know. I don't necessarily want them in the barn in case, you know, of fire or something like that. But right now I'm gonna see if I can just scooch them under there and at least roll them somewhere out of the weather. What it's like. Show you the unboxing. Got a handle, it'll have some wheels on the bottom, and it has like a pump. And, the wheels are actually really big, and they're solid, which is great. That's great news. Red one for gasoline, and like I said, between Mom and I, neither one of us can really pick up those big gas cans very well, and then having to go fill them up, putting them in the back of the truck and then getting them out, it's just a hassle. So I think us having this and then maybe just getting Troy to keep it full would be great. And then the other one is I don't remember if it's yellow or black, but it's for diesel. Okay, yeah, it's yellow. I just wanted to mention why I did move those, because it's supposed to rain today, and I think the next several days actually. That's really the only reason I wanted to get them up under, you know, covering. It's not going to hurt them to get wet, but all the parts and everything, since it's not put together, I don't know. I just wanted to get it out of the weather. Right now we have all of our gas cans in here, but I don't know. That's not, you know, I can't pick all those up, but just for convenience, since it does have a pump, I was kind of thinking build something on the outside of this shed, and then I could have, you know, a cover over it. Adding a little bit of stain on there just makes it a little more rustic looking, and it just kind of blends the base and everything in together with it. So I think they turned out pretty nice, and I've got some ribbon. You can see that's star ribbon, or I might have another one too, but I'll just fix something on the top, kind of make it a little festive, a little decorative, something. Here are the 4 little flags that I'm just gonna put a wooden frame around, and I think they're all the same size. Yeah, pretty much. So I can should be able to cut everything the same. All right, we've got the sides going like this, top and bottom, and then this and this. Make a frame. Just need Now we just brought them in the studio, and I'm going to put a little stain on the edges that we put on the frames. Real simple, but really, adds a lot to it. Just getting some ribbon, rope, whatever, just to have a little something on top. Just gives it a little character. And so I just want to tack it on there. Start to come unwound. So wrap it back up. Okay.